Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are gonna be continuing the Let's Play for The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak number 2. Right then, last time we finished the Island Holiday Adventure chapter with some of the dankest lore yet. Following Catra and Harwood into the ruins, we run into them first. Harwood then gives us the rundown of Catra's past, that he is both male and female, that his parents were members of the DG cult from another lodge. They offered their child up to experimentation and Catra was supposed to become the perfect vessel for their true god. After that, Harwood saunters off and we fight with Catra. Once he calmed down, Esmeralda and Nage came along, they pick him up and take him back to the hotel to rest. The rest of the team proceeds further in and we hit the next opponents, the twins Ix and Jorda. They then reveal their pasts, about how they killed everyone in their garden, about how they relished in the killings. They also whip out the prototype nuke and the sword to trigger it, and they reveal that Dante's was their father. Sadly, they do manage to escape in the end. We then proceed further in and catch up with Harwood again. He then gives us the full rundown of the Cult Lodge, named Paradise, and its goal. Paradise's ultimate goal was to alter Zemuria itself into a land that was suitable for their true god, or rather to invite a true god over here and turn them into a human. They were planning to replace even more people with beings of a higher nature, but luckily the purge operation stopped that from happening. But with all of the turmoil of emotions over the years on the island, a small crack into another plane has formed, and something is trying to break through. We then proceed to fight Harwood, win, and everyone has to work together to close the crack. The true MVPs of that struggle turn out to be the children that were with Ren, and with their help, the rift closes. After that, we get a visit from the Red Grendel and the Grandmaster. We fight it and push it back, but then Swin swipes the pieces of the 8th Genesis from us and gives them to the Grandmaster. The Grandmaster then assembles the 8th Genesis fully and uses it to grab all of our other ones except for our very first one, the original one that was with Agnès. Nadia then proceeds to try and reason with Swin, saying that the Grandmaster can't be her brother Ace, but the Grandmaster disproves that by dropping his mask and revealing his face to her and everyone else. Swin, Ace and the Grendel disappear, and then we are now back in Edith. Nadia has left the group to look for Swin on her own, and Catra is back with the group. So yeah, what a chapter. Also, very quickly before we continue, if I sound in any shape or form nasally a tiny bit, the weather is horrible right now. Temperatures, I think in most countries in Europe, literally right now, here pretty much at the beginning of May, dropped significantly. And my nose is the best show and tell of what that is causing. But yeah, if I sound nasally or like my nose is full, that is sadly the case, and I cannot stop that from happening. But bear with me for this episode, I guess. But yeah, last episode was quite the adventure with so much dank bullshit happening all over the place. Good God. All I'm gonna say is, I hope that with all of that now behind us, Paradise can be buried for the time being. I think we've learned and dug up enough information about that lodge. Can we... I know repercussions of the cult are gonna be felt through probably who knows how many more games going forward, but look, can we just forget about Paradise for now? I think I had enough of lore about Paradise. Good lore, that thing needs to be forgotten, packed up and thrown into Gehenna, and then that crack into another plane needs to be closed permanently. But yeah, definitely a lot of shit has happened. I said it already in a previous episode. I don't think Swin betrayed the group in any shape or form. Well, he did betray the group, but I think that was deliberate, as in a sense of trying to be like a double agent, infiltrating the enemy ranks just to either sneakily give us information back, or just to wait for an opportune moment when we confront the Grandmaster, or rather Ace, at the end, to you know, undermine their operation. But we'll see what happens. And yeah, we'll see. Nadia is gone for now. Honestly, right now the only one missing to come back to the group is our good old old guy. Where is he? It's been a while. Both games, he takes his sweet, sweet ass time to get back to the group. Well, in the first game at least he was joining officially for the first time properly, but now, you know, I would love the guy to be back. It's been a while, but we'll see what happens. However, we have, and I'm going to the wrong map, we have quite a lot of shit. We have quite a lot of shit, and there is also Mahengarten that I didn't check out for quite a while now. So I think for the time being, we're gonna head up to the blue marker. I think that's probably in Svin and Nadia's room, and check what's gonna happen in there. And then I think I'm gonna head into Mahengarten and check the 2 new floors that I've unlocked. Probably gonna cut out most of that stuff, because it's, again, nothing really happens in there outside of the boss battles. But we'll see how that functions. Also, upon my theory about saying that I hope that what's it called? The paradise stuff is behind us and the cold stuff. Don't tell me there's gonna be more. Just let me bask in the moment. Just shush. Okay. Svin and Nadia's room. The place was just sitting here after old man Bergar left, so it only made sense for them to use it. And now it's vacant once more. I truly hope Nadia isn't doing anything reckless. The girl locked herself in here for days after we came back. Aww. The poor baby. She barely ate anything either. Paulette was so worried. Aww, the poor baby! Whenever we called for her, she'd only respond half-heartedly, if at all. Actually, I'm not sure she even heard us most of the time. Good God. Oh, she was in such a bad place. It was almost as if she'd lost the will to live. I mean, Swin is her will to live. Such was the extent of Miss Rain's shock. In a way, having a goal to spur her on means she's doing better now. Doesn't mean she ain't being reckless, though. All the more reason to find her soon. Right. Oh, we will. Oh, we will. Don't worry about that. Oh yeah, this reminds me. Katre, you have something new that I didn't check out last time. You have a new craft. Excusia Ray. Power A+. Damn. Target, small circle, delay. Oh, rains countless beams of light upon enemies. Right, it's that move. Okay, so yeah, like he said, he inherited some moves from his angel form. Oh, the crystals are back. Oh god, I'll have to collect them again throughout the entire city, won't I? Kitty. Yes. It sounds like she's trying to tell us something. Actually, don't you think she looks a little down today? Oh, maybe something happened. Oh, is the kitty sad because Nadia left? Alright, Floor 6 Coral Archipelago Phase 2. It's probably gonna be the same thing. Oh my god, this is even bigger. Let's go here and just see how it looks. And if nothing's gonna happen...
sniffing around.
Yep, this looks pretty much the same, just at sunset. Beautiful. Which means I am probably gonna see you guys at the end of this floor. Oh yeah, Excusia Ray, let's see... Single target, basically.
Wings.
Pretty... Yep, it's that attack. Okay. Very cool. Damn, that did a lot of damage, actually. Alright, boss floor. Who do we have? Oh, this thing.
The Guardian. We can defeat it.
Uh-huh.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Work better.
Huh.
Keep it up, it's working.
Really? You're in an interesting spot.
Here goes. Here goes.
Activating skill.
They're done. We're done.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
And there we go. Nice.
I did it.
Hey, Planet Ray 2. Nice. Upgrades. Alright, phase 2 complete.
Well, this
That's
is embarrassing.
what I needed to be, or rather who I needed to be MVP. 6 SP points, nice. Cool. Wooded Cavern. Okay, so this is the next one. Very quickly.
Welcome
Did
to
anything
Market
new?
Support.
Yes, hi.
Charging now and there.
And hence the... I should have actually pressed this first, but anyway. That's fine. Did anything new open up now that I've beaten a floor?
Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Rewards in here? No? Is that all of it? Is that actually all of it?
Appreciate your business.
Anyway,
Hang in there.
let's see what the next floor is about. Okay. A triple, huh? Let's start from here. It's just gonna be
All right.
a...
Look
Whoa.
sharp, people.
Underground forest. Well, that's a thing. Different music, though. Okay, demon enemies. I see. Yeah. Made sense that this floor would open up after the previous one. Oh, the crystals... Oh, no, they're blue. Just the shading makes them appear darker. Anyway. Okay, who are we fighting this time? Okay. Oh, take the Grendel, right?
Guardian, stay on your toes.
It is a
Use a
Guardian.
science to get the upper
Uh-huh.
hand. Certain arts will work better.
Yeah, certain arts. Yeah, sure, that's a big beastie. That's a big boy.
Here goes.
Bolt boot. Take this.
Alright, big boy. How much damage is this gonna do? God, that thing looks so sick. Nice.
Boost gauge limiter removed.
Oh, I pissed him off.
Chance.
Very nice.
Activating drive.
No, you don't.
Initializing drive.
There.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
That's how it goes.
Nice. Band 7 halter is eternal halter. Okay,
I think I've grown a little.
very nice. Uh-huh. MVP to you. Nice, good.
Predictable result.
Needed that as well. Okay, and that's it. Nothing happened. Did anything else unlock?
Place to chill? Then
Probably
let me know.
not, but
Charged and
let's
ready
see.
to go.
Oh. Keep forgetting I could do this first, but whatever. Item
We've
shop.
got the good stuff.
That was
Appreciate your
already in
business.
here.
Got the Good stuff.
That was already in
It's a
here.
bundle. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
That was already
Appreciate
there.
Your, let me know if you need anything, okay?
Uh-huh.
Thanks,
Okay.
bundle.
Legitimately nothing happened. Alright, so whatever you guys just saw was a hour and 20 minutes of my life. So you're welcome. Anyway. Oh yeah, what did I get? Defeat all monsters on floor 7. Indomitability. Nice. Evasion 10% when under 50% HP during command battles. Okay. So plus 10% only when under 50% HP. Okay. Nice stats on that thing anyway. And Ren's stuff for the thingy. Anyway, hi ma'am. The latest title at times be 100 Mira, if you're buying her it up. Sheesh, seeing your sour face makes me feel right at home. You're picking a fight, brat. When are you gonna learn to keep your mouth shut? And where'd Pinky and her friend run off to anyway? Bring them back, would ya? Oh, she misses them. Yeah, I'm working on it, alright. Don't worry, we'll find them for sure. More? I wonder if Gin has any new flavored candies. I don't believe I've ever seen these milk caramel ones before. What, you planning to buy the whole box, old man? Why do you care? Just want to keep my stash stocked, alright? Hey, y'all are scaring all my customers away. If you're not buying anything, gotta move on. All town's as peaceful as ever, I suppose. Thank you, Elaine.
Quit dawdling and buy something.
Oh, they did actually mention it. Alright then, I'll take it. Terrell Times issue number 5.
Stay out of trouble now.
National. Investments in Cray Village show signs of success. In November of last year, the majority of Cray Village's residents lost their lives in the worst act of terrorism in recorded history. In the wake of that tragedy, the military sealed off the remains of the village, refusing to permit even the families of the attack's victims to enter the for funeral purposes. Grim though the state of the affairs in Crail may be, recent reports have shown a ray of hope upon the situation. As early as last year, multiple groups of businesses began collaborating to fundraise for Crail's sake, hoping to lay the spirits of the dead to rest and eventually rebuild the town. Recently, those efforts have hit their fundraising goal. Although the necessary funds have been gathered, the fundraising collective is expected to continue to actively work toward the rebuilding of Cray. Representatives of the joint film currently in production between Vegas Films and Kowloon Pictures also promised to donate a portion of the picture's profits toward the town and have recently reaffirmed their intent to honor that pledge. The majority of the Mira collected will be donated to the families of Cray residents, used to construct a monument to the victims of the attack, fund efforts to restore the unique local industries that were lost along with the village, and eventually contribute to the reconstruction of the village itself once the blockade has been lifted. It seems clear that the road to reconstruction will be a long one, but the prevailing sentiments among friends and family of the victims is one of hope. When the blockade is lifted, they believe Cray Village will be rebuilt and the wills of those who lost their lives will carry on. Aww. Okay, so... I wonder if we're ever gonna go back there. At least during the Calvard games, that is. Considering they're working on rebuilding the village, I wonder if they're at least gonna get us there through a story moment or something to just see the construction going on or something like that. Guess we'll see. Culture. Who will claim the Z1 Finals trophy? At long last, the final race of the Z1 Grand Prix is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Racing fans from far and wide will gather in the Grand Circuit to see who will become this year's reigning champion. Okay, that's probably gonna be covered in one of the side quests, I would say. I have a feeling. The victor of last month's exhibition race was Maxim, with Aslan coming in second. We spoke with Aslan about the upcoming Grand Prix finals, and he had this to say. I spent the past month training some more, but if not for the efforts of my mechanics, who have tuned my car to perfection time and again, and the undying support from my fans, I wouldn't be standing here today. I intend to live up to their expectations, so for this final race I'm going full throttle. Maxim, meanwhile, is equally determined to win this upcoming race. I have a 4th consecutive championship to win, and I will win it, no matter what it takes. Now more than ever, I've got people who believe in me and I'm not about to let them down, he declared with bolstering confidence. He's trying, he's really trying. Good on him. The question on everyone's minds is who will be crowned 2009 Z1 champion? Though the team of the two favored racers Etwas and Ingrid tend to attract most of the attention, it goes without saying that Red Star and Leno are just as heavily invested in the race's outcome. Leno in particular has suffered from poor showings in the past several Z1 Grand Prix races, and it has high hopes to restore its good name through this year's championship. According to a company representative, our team will be racing with the prestige of our whole company on its shoulders. We intend to restore our reputation through this race and then some. Okay. Politics. Young Republican Party Senator Ryan Takes. Is that a typo? I don't think the take should be a capital letter. Young Republican Party Senator Ryan takes podium at debate. A political debate sponsored by the International Cooperative Organization NGO and scheduled to occur on the 22nd of this month has drawn attention to both the ruling and opposing parties of the Republic. The topic of the debate is about the role the Republic plays on the international stage. It's likely the ICO's intent is to determine the position the Republic may take in the affairs of Zemuria as a whole. The current ruling party, the Patriot League, has already announced that President Graham Hart will participate in the debate. The opposing Republican Party, meanwhile, will be sending Ryan Connery. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense that that is his name. Ryan Connery, a young senator who has drawn considerable attention over the past several years. Although Senator Ryan is part of a minor faction within the Republican Party, his talent for planning and adaptability have led many members of the party, including former President Rocksmith, to place their hopes in him. Senator Ryan was kind enough to agree to an interview with us where, on the subject of the debate 2 days from now, he had this to say. Speaking as someone who can hardly be called part of the political mainstream, I must admit that being asked to debate the president was rather intimidating. That said, I have every intention of tackling the debate in good faith and arguing my case to the best of my abilities. My hope is both to present a case for how I believe our republic should wield its influence in the political landscape of Zemuria, and also to press President Graham Hart regarding a number of aspects of his own vision for our nation. I believe that this debate is about more than just matters of international policy. It concerns the very future of the Republic itself, and I intend to treat it accordingly. Although a member of the Republican Party, Senator Ryan is clearly a man with his own unique set of deeply held convictions. The question is, what impact will those convictions have upon the political landscape of the Republic as he steps forward into his largest stage yet? Yeah, okay. He's an interesting opposition to Graham Hart. We'll see. He could pull a lot of people to his side. Opinion. The history of the white clove, symbol of the Republic. As we approach the halfway point of March, the white cloves have once again begun to bloom all across the Republic, as they do every year, and we can expect them to be in full bloom by the end of the month. They are a symbol of spring in our nation for a good reason. The flowers of the white clove, however, are more than just a sign of the changing seasons. They symbolize a great many things for Calvard, and it is that symbolic value that led to the white clove to be selected as our national flower. In this column, I hope to explain to you some of the cultural and historical factors that make the white clove so significant. To start with, while the white clove is a common sight throughout the Republic, and the capital in particular, it is an endemic species that grows virtually nowhere else throughout Zemuria. Interesting. Moreover, it is a flower that's been beloved by the people of Calvard since back in our nation's history. The Republic's national anthem is even titled Swear on the White Cloves, demonstrating just how integral a symbol of our nation they truly are. Okay. Cloves themselves trace their origin to the continent's southern tropics and were not initially present in the Midwestern region that Calvard came to occupy. That said, due to high demand from them as a spice during the monarchy era, they were often imported from an old Eastern Empire. It was during that period that, seemingly miraculously, cloves took root in Calvard soil, despite the local environment being entirely unlike that of their native land. Those cloves soon adapted to local conditions, and so the white clove, a subspecies unique to Calvard, was born. The white clove's beauty and their presence throughout this land were what led its flowers to be beloved by the royalty and adapted as a symbol of the Old Kingdom. Over the course of the Calvardian Revolution, however, the flower took on a new symbolic meaning. In the modern era, the white clove represents peace and harmony throughout diversity. After all, the white clove is a plant from the southeast that miraculously took root in the west, changing the color of its blossom to live in harmony with its new environment. As a result, many people have taken to viewing the white clove as being much like the many people of varying ethnicities who coexist within our nation. The white glove, symbol of the Calvard Republic, is more than just a lyric and a motive. It is a symbol of the ideals that drive us forward into the modern era together. Huh, that's an interesting little lore piece on the flower. So somehow, in some shape or form, it managed to take root in Calvard for some reason. That is definitely interesting. Hi, old lady. What story do you have to tell me today? There's a cat around here named Etoile. She's been acting a little strange lately. Could I be mistaking her for another? Etoile has never been too friendly with people, but she'd always been rather fond of me at least. But nowadays, she seems to be a little on edge. I wonder if something happened in Kitty World. Okay, the cat is probably... Originally I said something about Nadia, but I think like being said because Nadia disappeared, but I have a feeling that it feels that the unrest in the city right now. You know, now that I think about it, the other cats seem to be acting a little off too. I hope everything's alright. Oh, we'll see about that. Probably not, but you know. Who's in here?
Is so relaxing.
Alright, I see one of the schoolboys. This food's out of this world. You know, I don't think I expected food like this from Old Town. One more bistro, right? Man, I'll definitely be back. I'm glad he likes it. Hope we don't start getting crowds anytime soon. What an impactful flavor. I'd eat this every day if I could. I'm talking about hidden gem. This guy. Oh man, you out? Yeah, we're making our first start today. By the way, don't worry about Swin and Nadia, alright? I'll be back soon. I hope so. I'll leave their room as is for now. Just make sure you let us two know we're waiting for them. Oh, roger that. Come on, let's find some leads. Huh, that Cutter kid's walking around like he's got a new lease on life. Well, anyway, regarding those two substitute spriggans of yours, I'll have you know I never received a notice of vacate letter from either of them. So you go on and tell them they're free to come back whenever. Oh, big teddy bear energy. Also, he picked up on Katra very quick. I heard about what happened on your trip. I'm glad to see you're doing better, Katra. Make sure you take it easy, alright? Of course. Thank you, Paulette. We will do everything in our power to ensure he sees sufficient rest. Oh yeah, by the way, you could say that this party right now is comprised of 2 men and 2 girls. Or 3 girls? Not very well balanced. Anyway. Oh, you're solo. I design residential buildings for a living. It's kind of a small company, just me and my wife, you know. Checking out all the different design magazines in Montmartre is the key to doing my job right. Come to think of it, some kid was devouring those same magazines at a store the other day. She seemed pretty young too. Wonder if she just moved here recently. Aha. Walker's always off on business trips these days. I think he said he'd be home by tomorrow though. I mean, he made a promise, didn't he? Hope he doesn't break it. Oh god, the kids. Oh, right. Oh yeah, right, I forgot that she's in the city. Oh, is she drawing? Whoa, that's amazing, Kisara. Oh, that does look amazing. Oh my god, this is the first time I see someone draw something and it's actually a drawing in their hands. What the shit? It's not a blank canvas for once. Yeah, you're really good at drawing. It's like you're a professional already. Oh, yeah, your art's so pretty. We use the same colored pencils and all, but your drawings look totally different from mine. Can you draw some more, Kisara? Pretty please. Try doing my face. Yeah, mine too. Then I can show Papa and Mama just how good you are. Oh yeah, I want one. I want one. Hey, don't kick up on her like that. No, it's fine. I'll draw all of you. Just calm down. I was just doodling, really. Never meant to start any issues. You know, even that thing I drew at the bathhouse was all scribbles, but they still wanted to give me Mira for it. What? Is there a graffiti in the bathhouse right now? I mean, not to look a gifted horse in the mouth, but they're really forking out their money for nothing. Looks like the kids are getting along. Glad to see it. She had me a little worried at start. Aww. I've been staying at the repair shop for about 2 weeks now. In exchange, they only ask that I help out with the odd chore here and there. Feels like I should be doing more though. Maybe I could do something about Rebecca. I mean, she'll spend hours and hours tinkering with something, then completely forgets to eat. I know Chris has been busy teaching me about cooking and housework recently, but he's way too hands-off when it comes to his sister. I think I was kind of right when I was speculating that she's probably gonna be the one to drive out Rebecca out of the house. In a nice way, of course. Well, whatever. You know, the streets of Old Town may remind me of Northumbria, but the people couldn't be more different. Everyone here is so happy-go-lucky all the time. Hard to believe they've managed to survive this long. Damn. Oh, more? Wouldn't be surprised if my days here were numbered. That's why I've been looking around for a job recently. Can't really find anything that'll get me some quick cash though. Maybe I could sell a few of my drawings? Huh. Yeah, right. Like it's ever that simple. You're gonna earn millions. You're gonna be earning millions at one point. Your drawings are so smooth, Kisara. I wish I had your skill. Wait, why do I feel like I'm forgetting something important? That's weird. It feels like something was meant to happen today. Huh. You know, I'm glad you guys are back, but did Swin and Nadia really leave? Yeah, they told us they had a few things to take care of at home. I guess she doesn't know the truth yet. Yeah, but Yuma's pretty smart, so we can bring him back before she puts the pieces together. Agreed. I'm sure we'll have no problem finding leads today. Oh, we will. Don't worry about that. We'll get to that. You're so good at drawing, Kisara. It's almost like you're doing magic. That really threw me off. What am I even doing? You're getting complimented and you're finding friends. Alright, my dad's taking me to the Z1 finals tomorrow. It's supposed to be the race of the century too. Man, I can't wait. But, will he really make it back in time? He's been getting home pretty late recently. Well, let's hope. Also, bathhouse? Don't see anything. Oh, shit! Damn! What does it say? Does it even say something? I thought I read freedom, but I don't think it says freedom. Huh. Something alright. Damn! Oh, would you look at that? I've often been praised for my discerning eye, you know? And this piece has positively blown my mind. Right. It looks so original too. You think she was self-taught? These two are gonna be her manager. Are you two talking about... We're talking about Kisara, of course. Asked her to do a mural for us the other day. And wow, I can barely find a verse to describe it. That picture over there is her work. It's very impressive. It still looks a bit like a rough sketch in parts, but I think that only adds to the overall appeal. You can really tell there's some kind of story behind it all, but it also feels so full of life. A paper airplane with trails behind it. Nice. Trails in the sky! Isn't this by that one girl you met over in Messeldam? Yeah, never expected to find her... Okay, that's definitely a typo sentence. Never expected to find her in Old Town, though. But still, I'm glad to see she's doing so well. Me too. I get the feeling she's still trying to figure everything out, though. You know, even though I asked her to do this mural for us, there's no way I ever expected something like this. Maybe I should give her a bonus on top of what I already paid her. Well, she didn't seem to care too much for all our praise. We might want to find another way to show her our appreciation. Oh, she's gonna be so overwhelmed with you all praising her like that. I'd heard Kisara was pretty good at drawing, so I asked her to paint a little mural for our lobby. But I had no idea she'd come up with something this good. She can be kind of prickly though. I bet she must have some pretty powerful feelings bottled up inside. Oh yeah. Maybe we should try and talk to her more often. That also.
This kid must be some kind of genius. There's no way you can make something so grand on instinct alone. I'm sure she's got a bright future ahead of her. Well, as long as she's willing to take the right paths, of course.
Yes. Okay.
Welcome to Laguna.
I wonder, considering I have Katra now in the party, and Katra overcame quite a bit of hurdles now, and we know his secret. Is this gonna look different? Or is he gonna be solo? Okay. Is Katra gonna be solo again?
A breather was just what I needed.
Yeah. Yep, still solo. Aww. A bit sad that he's still going solo in the bath, but
He's such a stick in the mud.
I guess that's just how it is. Oh, what? The door is locked. It appears no one is home. Huh. This family is gone. Alright everyone, good morning. Wait, where are the children? Don't tell me, have they all decided to play hooky? Oh my darlings, where did I go wrong? They're kinda occupied with paintings right now. Was my teaching not engaging enough? But they seemed so excited for my science classes. Don't tell me I need to come up with something even more sensational. Just what are kids even into nowadays? I mean, just bring Kisara along. They're gonna be fine.
Spring may be a season for new encounters, but it is also a season for partings. Many find themselves having to say farewell to friends due to a change in grade or school. However, you must not let yourself be overcome with sadness. The bonds between people are not so easily broken after all. If fate deems it appropriate, you will surely be brought together once more.
Oh yeah. Kitty? Yes? Huh, what's up with this cat? I think it might be looking for something. Huh, interesting. Oh, a new drink in this thing. Neo Life Aid. Alright, cures ailments. Mixture of Neo Vita S and Life Aid. Perfect for a trip to the sauna. Thanks.
Flowers?
Oh hey! Raymond! Hey Raymond, what brings you by? Oh, I was just in the area and thought I'd pop in. Man, Old Town never changes, does it? Yeah, everyone's been doing pretty well. And of course, the same can be said for the flowers. Oh, by the way, aren't you attending an art school now? Yeah, that's right. I figured it'd be nice to try out and pursue my dreams for a little while. Anyway, I'll let you know whenever I'm in the area again. Of course, I'll make sure to have plenty of sweets ready. Uh-huh. Hey, long time no see.
Indeed.
I had an errand in the area, so I figured why not stop by. I mean, I did kind of want to see how everyone in Old Town's been doing too. Man, I kind of miss how easy life was here. Hope Jess and Carol are doing alright.
Hope so too, buddy.
You know, I actually learned everything about flower care from Raymond. Unfortunately, he felt the need to leave the area for a bit, so it's nice to see him again. Maybe I'll study up a little on making some sweets for the next time he comes by.
What would you like?
Well, you already have rose muffins. 18 CP. A muffin made by a florist that smells faintly of roses. Cute.
Please stop by again sometime.
Hertzwin and Nadia are gone. Is that true? You must be awfully worried. They didn't have anywhere else to go, did they? Well, we have a few places in mind. I doubt they'll be easy to find, though.
Well, we don't intend to stop looking. There's no need to worry.
If they were strong enough to act in your place, man, then surely they're safe, right? If you manage to learn anything new, please let us know. I just want to be sure they're okay, is all. Aw. Of course. Oh, they were beloved by everybody in Old Town. Those two were here practically every day. I hope I get the chance to see them again. Really, if you learn anything at all, please let us know. And take care of yourselves, alright?
Oh, I forgot that she also has something new. Piping hot potato gratin. Okay, A deeply flavored potato gratin, the recipe for which Victor perfected.
Thank you all for stopping by.
Oh shit, look at that. That is back.
Hey kids. Boy, it sure has been a while. How's everything going?
Dad! Hell yeah. Are you crazy? You're only coming back now? Yeah, care to tell her children what's going on? Like, who's that little girl you foisted on us?
Oh, you mean Kisara? Well, I suppose that's a fair question. She's actually just some kid I met over in Mesledam.
Did you even think about how sending her here might affect us? It's like you didn't spare us a thought.
You know, I saw her over in the square just now. She looks like she was fitting in pretty nicely. She's come a long way from where she was when we first met.
Well, I suppose we got some catching up to do. Why don't I make us some tea? And that's how I started taking baths with Kisara.
Oh,
Even if I'm not feeling up to it, she'll just drag me to the bathhouse and tell me to get in. Yes! You're actually leaving the house. Oh, Kisara's gonna be great for Rebecca. Even though it's a bit maybe too forced on, but it's gonna work. You know, she did kind of scare me at first, but she's actually pretty gentle once you really get to know her.
well, is that so? Never thought you two grow so close so fast. Although you're still as much of a homebody as ever, Rebecca. Actually, that gives me an idea.
Huh? What are you planning to do to me?
Uh-oh. I may not come home very often, but it's always a joy to see Old Town. I brought a lot of rare gizmos this time too. I'm sure the kids will be thrilled. Maybe this will be a good opportunity to bring Rebecca out of her shell a little. Well, I'll at least make the suggestion, I suppose. Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Some of Dad's ideas are just too scary. Well, that's fine. I don't need to be like Dad or Kisara anyway. I'm perfectly alright with living my life between four walls. You're gonna be leaving those four walls very quickly. Right. All of the new shit has been added. I'm gonna, in between recordings, gonna have to start sorting people out with gear properly. Sorry for all the commotion. It's been so long since we last saw our dad, you know. I still have so much to talk to him about, but I guess I can be happy he's home safe for now. I wonder how long he'll be staying. Well, we should have enough time to give him a firm talking to at least. Oh, you do that. Oh, hey. That cat was on an angle. What are you doing in here? That cat does not understand physics. Oh, I hadn't expected to see a cat up here. I wonder what it's doing. Kinda looks like it's searching for something. Is the quest in this area gonna be about the cats? Alright, what do we have? Park Perilou number 2. We recently received reports of a dangerous monster in the area. Dirk Memorial Park, Southern Octo... Okay. From the CID. Oh, there's quite a lot of people here. Alright, let's see that and then kill the monster. Oh, hey! Kyle! I'm planning to spend the whole day at the fishing hole. Maybe I should bring Makino and Shannon here sometime. They've really got a knack for fishing now. Not that I'm no slouch either. I need to make sure to own my skills so I don't fall behind. Just you wait, I'm gonna catch the biggest fish those two have ever seen. That reminds me, I'm gonna have to check the fishing store, get new gear. Another dangerous monster showed up in the area. It's at the far end of the waterfront. If you wouldn't mind taking care of it for me, I'd really appreciate it. I got someone to open the gate for you. Thanks a bunch. You're welcome, buddy. Oh, hey, Maxim is here. Hi, buddy. Oh, well, if it isn't Arkride Solutions. Maxim, guess I should have figured you'd be here. I mean, what with all the memories you and Paulette made in the place. Yeah, our relationship is actually why I'm here today. After we buried that time capsule together, I cheated on her. But tomorrow, I'll be facing the biggest challenge I've seen since I've changed my ways. That's why I feel like if I can actually get myself to win this one, I'll be able to close that chapter of my life for good. Maxim. Yeah. I know I might be a little selfish, but if I do win, I plan on dedicating my victory to both Paulette and Yume. That's also why I came here. Even if I can't do it in front of the big tree at the moment, I just wanted to make a vow to this place. A vow for victory.
I see. I hope that's a vow you'll be able to fulfill.
We'll be rooting for you, Maxim. So get out there and show us what you're made of. Right. I'll give it my all. Well, he's slowly evolving into a decent person. Look at him. Look at this guy. Still a shitter, but he's getting there. He's putting in effort. I like to see that. I plan to dedicate my victory to both Paulette and Yume. It'll be impossible for me to win if I'm too flippant about the race, though. That's why I decided to come to the park. It quite helps. It quite helps put me in the right headspace. Okay.
Do you really mean that?
Oh, there. They're shooting a movie.
Oh, hey Agnès. How have you been? I've been doing well, thank you. Is Sigourney here to help with your movie? That's right. I wanted to film some kind of action scene, so I asked if she'd lend me a hand. The original plan was to do a shootout scene with Swin and Nadia, but maybe I could just try fighting a monster instead?
What's with this kid?
As fun as that sounds, not this time, Sigourney.
She is ready to hustle.
Anyway, I'm assuming Swin and Nadia had to go back to Remiferia for some reason. That's alright, we'll just film the rest when they get back. Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah, they didn't finish filming with the kids.
Is something wrong? Oh, don't worry about me. It's nothing really. Well, keep up the hard work, you guys.
Uh-huh.
The shootout scene's going to look amazing. I could have done it without Sigourney. We should try and get some more good shots though. After all, we need to make the most of this opportunity.
An indie film, huh? Sounds like the story's all over the place.
I haven't actually been told what it's about either.
Are we gonna see this one? Am I gonna be able to buy a brochure? We'll see.
I don't have a problem with fighting monsters per se, but it feels kind of cruel to take a life just for the sake of a film.
That's a good outlook to have. Oh shit, we have a new fish in here. And all of these are big catches as well.
Think I caught me a rare one.
Damn. Northern Aravana. Northern, huh? Okay.
This one's rather big, isn't it?
That's what she said. Also, nice A rank for this thing. Now I need the other one.
This one's rather big, isn't it?
That's what she said ×2. And yep, there's the second one. Nice. Alright, got that guy as well. This is filling out very nicely. Just a couple of fish left that I need to get as a big catch. Oh boy, this thing. Okay. A fearsome foe. Well, I'm not gonna be fearsome in a minute. Hi, big boy. How's it going? I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, hi.
Here goes.
Look this way, please.
Give them your all!
Big fast.
Oh, it's Angie. It's very Angie, but not for long, because it's gonna be very daddy. Daddy? That came out wrong. That sounded better in my head. Forget that.
Engaging skill. Here I go!
And dead. Simple and easy. Gaiaverse.
That's one job behind us.
Gaiaverse. Time to cast Earth Arts is cut by 50%. Like, right, that is the upgraded version of the Earthverse. Nice. That is pretty good.
It's kind of lonely without the two of them.
Even though they weren't here for long, we had really gotten used to having them around. It'll be all right. As long as we're looking for the Garden Master, we'll run into them eventually.
Yeah, but right now, we just need to hit up all the places we can think of.
Oh, that's funny. I just teleported back here to see if something changed. And they had a conversation about the two of them. Okay. Alright, Riverside. Let's hit up everything around and hit Bermotti's place up last. Oh hey, it's the rich guy. What do you guys want? I'm just here for some personal business. I used to be able to get parts directly from the Etvas factory, but now... Well, I guess this shop isn't so bad either. I have more options this way too. Seems like he's changed since we last met. Doesn't seem like he'll be getting over his scar anytime soon though. Well, I'll make sure to put some real elbow grease in it. Sure.
Help you?
Ooh, a winged helmet. For Aaron, a riding helmet decorated with a wing motif.
Go ahead.
This reminds me, there is not a single Connect event, which
What? You expecting thanks?
again is very weird that they don't have hangout events here in Edith anymore, but they were all in the other places, well, with Van at least. Hey, it's Fairy! You're back! It's nice to see you again, Lola. Irl? Are you two doing okay? Yeah, of course. We were just heading out to play. Should we climb a tree or swim in the water? Oh, fishing might be fun too. Oh, speaking of fishing, I need to check the waters here. I see you two are as energetic as ever. Just make sure you're staying safe, alright? I usually just like climbing trees, but playing grown-up sounds fun too. Alright, I'll be a celery man. I'll be a celery man. Sure. Fairy's always got work to do. Don't you think it's like she's a grown-up already? How cool. Oh, I've got it. Why don't we play grown-ups today? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wait, where did Rooney go? Where's he? The power pair. Oh my god, stop, both of you, stop. Stop right now. That is adorable. I didn't think Lodi would have that much endurance. I mean, he's riding his bike all over the place. He has endurance to spare. I guess boys really are stronger. And I thought I was finally in good shape too. I got loose now. I don't want to be left behind. Don't worry. Hey. Huh? Running feels pretty good actually. I only started because Selma seemed so happy doing it. And honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. Well, maybe it's just because I'm running with a friend. Friend! If you don't date this girl, I'm gonna drown you. You're next to water. Oh hey, there he is. That's a wonderful plan, Rooney. Well, it's really no big deal. I just wanted to make a place for us kids after all. Where we can study, read picture books, or even play games. If you like any help setting up, please let me know, and feel free to make use of the classroom as well. You know, come to think of it, I've heard that Chapel in Old Town has been doing something similar. I'll go and ask them if they have any ideas. Great, thank you so much. What? What are you planning? Huh, is that? Oh, Fairy, it's been so long. Did you only just get back? No, sorry, things have been a little hectic lately. Well, no worries. It's a pleasure simply to see you It's a pleasure to simply see your smiling face again. Yeah, and you've got to tell us all about your village when you get the chance. Uh-huh, what are you two planning? I've been talking to Mother Kyra about how to get some of the kids more interested in their schoolwork. Actually, I had the idea to set up a little tutoring workshop that all kids could participate in. She gave me the go-ahead for it too. Now I just need to work out all the details. Rooney mentioned that he'd like to have a discussion with the other kids soon. I don't think I've ever seen a child so kind and ambitious. Well, I'll try to help in whatever way I can. Okay, so they're gonna do the same thing that they are doing in Old Town, I guess, similar. For something like that to happen again, it seems things have only gotten worse lately. Huh? Oh, my apologies. I suppose I was a bit lost in thought for a moment. Please, it's nothing to worry yourself over. It sounds like something's troubling him. Don't think he's all that eager to talk about it, though. Let's just keep it in mind for later.
Indeed.
Aha! I have hoped for many years that we could achieve peace through mutual understanding of one another's culture. And I am fully aware this is not a feat that can be achieved overnight. However, we must not allow that to stop us. If we only take it one day at a time, one person at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. That is indeed a good thing. Oh shit, all of them are big fish. Do I have all of them? Nope, I need all 3 of these as big fish. Alright, Pier Glass, that's 1 of 3 down. Nice, that's 2 down, 1 more.
This one's rather big, isn't it?
If you say so. Anyway, done. There we go. Another one for the count. Oh, there's the other fishing duo. Good to see you again, Van. Hey, you know, after Shannon uploaded that rare fish he caught to our social media, our follower count practically skyrocketed. We got loads of comments on our pictures too. I mean, we're even mutual with someone in the Empire's Imperial Fishing Club now. Okay. It's almost like we're famous. The Imperial Fishing Club, huh? Yeah, they're so popular, even people in the mainstream know their name. Anyway, I guess we're just going to keep uploading pictures of all our latest catches from now on. We usually type up little fishing diaries to go along with them. People seem pretty interested in that part. Everybody's becoming a social influencer. Maybe our next post should talk about Shannon almost losing her lunch yesterday. Hey, come on, don't share that. Oh, and before I forget, here's some more supplies for you as usual. Oh, thanks, I literally spent... Well, not the regular fishing bait, I have tons of that. I know you guys tend to be pretty busy, but maybe you'll get a chance for an angling break sometime soon. Do you want to rewind the video? Thanks. We'll put it to good use.
Alrighty.
Some stuff about what happened on Nemeth Island was in the news recently, but we decided it's best that we don't talk about it on social media.
Well, that's good. That's not usually what the Twitter people would do, but that's good for you.
Nemeth Island was pretty crazy, huh? It wasn't all bad though. I mean, we made so many nice memories, and I caught loads of rare fish. I bet our followers are gonna go wild when I post these photos.
Actually, if they posted a fish they caught on Nemeth Island, that might have given them a shit ton of traction because of what was in the news about Nemeth Island. Alright. Oh god.
I'm telling you, we should have prioritized a more comfy brothy type of taco. It would have really brought on out this seasonal feeling. You know how Odin's pretty standard fare for Eastern winters? Maybe we could do something like that.
We can't put broth in our tacos, primo. It wouldn't be a taco anymore.
Soupco? Well, instead of making it warm and cozy, why don't you make it spicy? Why don't we make it spicy? And if we really turn up the heat, we could add it to our menu full time.
Since it's almost summer too, we could even put in some seasonal vegetables.
She's so passionate about it all.
Maybe a little too passionate.
If we're really trying to go for luxury food here, then spices might just be the way to go. But fusion food's all the rage nowadays. Oh, I know. Why don't we just mix the two?
Oh god. I just wish it was something a little less strange. We shouldn't be willing to compromise on taste for this. Well, no matter how strange the combination, I will make it into a good taco. You can count on it.
My stuff can't be beat.
Extra large sirloin taco. Gordon's Taco's newest dish, made with no regard for profit margins. Uh-huh. Oh, damage up. Nice. Ultra spicy mapo taco? Oh god. A taco spicy enough to knock out anyone who eats it. No wonder it buffs magic.
I'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, the singers. Oh, the singers from the two different groups.
It's been a while, Natalie. Heard you've been pretty well as a chansonnier. Well, there was something you wanted to talk about. Was there something you wanted to talk about? You know, I saw you performing your little idol act with Lulu a few days ago. And can I just say, what a mess. First of all, you need to do something about your audience turnout. I mean, did you even advertise that it was a free concert? Plus, whatever happened to hiring a cameraman? Everybody knows uploading pictures to the Orbital Net is the fastest way to gain popularity. You know, I kind of thought you were just here to lecture me, but you sound more worried than anything.
Yeah, she's literally boosting you. Or rather, giving you very useful tips.
Of course I'm worried. I may have left the idol world, but that doesn't mean I no longer have pride in the work. That's why I had a few arrangements made. Meet your new manager with you. Well, not that you had one in the first place.
Oh, she's gonna be the manager?
What? Wait a second, Natalie. Does it mean you... I promise, I didn't quit being a chansonnier, so calm down. I just have to show results with both jobs now. So, make sure you work extra hard for me, Selah. Natalie, thank you. I'll do my best.
Well then.
You know, up until last year, I was actually in an idol unit with Selah. We couldn't figure out how to sell though, so we ended up disbanding. But we can't just ignore potential. They made me see that. I just need to be what I never had.
I just need to be what I never had? Huh? Support from the rear? Oh, okay, I think this sentence is a bit busted anyway.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting that. This might actually be a good chance for us. We won't have to work part-time jobs anymore. I should start planning our next performance.
You do that. Oh, those are familiar faces in here. Marielle, didn't know you were here.
Oh, hey guys.
We were just in the middle of a little note sharing session. Did you come to check in on that Nadia situation you called me about? Among other things, yeah. Right now we're just looking for a place to start.
Bermati caught me up on that. I can't believe she would just run off on you.
So, got any updates for us? I've been prodding and probing, but nothing's caught my eye just yet.
Nadia always spoke highly of your skills as an informant. So I was thinking she might have stopped by to see you.
I was the one who introduced the two to Bermati in the first place. He's also the first person I asked to look into Swin. If Bermati had heard anything, he would have tipped me off by now.
Nadia probably saw no point in coming here knowing that.
If only I'd picked up on that boy's trail, maybe then we could have avoided this.
There was no helping it. Even the guild's information network came up empty-handed.
I haven't had much luck with the Grandmaster and Oathbreaker either. Ever since that mess on Nemeth Island, it's as if they've dropped off the face of the continent. Even the dark red beast that terrorized the capital is cycling out of the gossip mill.
They've been bothering me too. It's been the whole reason I came here. Macedon, Langport, Nemeth Island. We've had nothing but incidents, but back to back, yet almost none of it is being broadcasted. You mean to say it isn't a matter of the press being restricted? Obviously, there are parts of those events we can't report on, that much is par for the core. But the media's response seems to be more along the lines of them not being newsworthy enough. It's like the whole nation is in peace mode, the complete opposite of how tense it was when Almata was lurking in the shadows.
Dantes and the rest of the crew made it a point to spread fear heavily, however they could. But this Grandmaster, on the other hand, is worlds apart from them, both in motives and methods.
That actually makes him creepier somehow.
Yeah, here's a point. I just hope it doesn't turn into one of those too little too late type deals.
He almost certainly has a plot in the works, and yet we can't find so much as a single lead.
Well, I'll keep poking around. If anything turns up, you'll be the first to know.
I'll see what I can get out of my publisher contracts too.
Much appreciated. Yeah, very interesting that no one is really reporting on the whole thingy.
I wonder what Dingo would do. He'd probably be a few steps ahead of everyone else, not to mention how much more he'd be working with Van. Marielle.
Well, you're certainly not wrong. He'd likely show up to my bar with that broody look on his face, spouting info that even my neckbar couldn't find. But no matter how compassionate he may have seemed, Dingo was still just a human, as you and I. He was only really good at hiding all the effort he put in. But I know you've been putting in the hours too.
Bermotti.
Believe in yourself, Marielle. Keep pushing forward. Maybe your methods are a little different, but I'm sure you're doing right by him all the same.
Aww. Thank you, Bermotti. You know, you're right. The truth can't hide from me forever.
Well, she's certainly been more dependable recently, but she's got a long way to go. I mean, I still remember when she was drinking herself into comas. Yeah, on a single drink. After what happened on Nemeth Island, I've noticed someone's been starting to make moves behind the scenes. I'm starting to look into it. Well, try not to worry too much. I'll let you know as soon as I find something. Uh-huh.
Order whatever you like.
Crimson Heart. Nice, cures KO. There's so many of these regular drinks that are cure KO. Bermud is original. Lights a flame of passion in anyone who drinks it.
Aww, leaving so soon.
Yes.
Actually, there was another job I was taking care of at the same time. I don't think that'll be the last we see of it though, especially not after Nemeth Island. Well, I may not be able to do very much, but I can at least make sure nobody gets hurt.
Indeed.
Hell yeah. Oh god, you too. By the way, Miss Kokona, you're publishing under a male pen name, right? Are you trying to hide your identity? I mean, I guess it makes sense since you're drawing for a boys' magazine and all.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't totally intentional. Actually, I planned on revealing the truth with a gag comic. I even took the whole reveal into consideration when coming up with my nickname. Then out of the window went that idea.
Huh. You know, we've actually received a lot of inquiries about whether or not we're doing any in-person events soon. Your comic has a pretty strong fan base, so as long as you're willing, I imagine we could set up one for you.
It was going to be so funny too. I would have been my best work yet.
Miss Kokona, did you not hear me just now?
Yeah, that's fine. Guess I'll do my best.
Oh god. She agreed. She didn't even realize. Uh-oh. So you'll go? Oh man, this is going to be great.
Sorry, what did I agree to?
Uh-oh. I didn't actually think she'd say yes. This is the chance of a lifetime. I've got to make sure everything's perfect. Uh-oh.
Why does it feel like we are talking about two different things? And he's taking it all so seriously too. Scary.
Oh, girl, you're done for. Also, there is a big shiny thing out here. Excuse me? Alright, Station Street. Oh, as packed as ever. Well, let's go in a circle.
Alright, if I work hard enough, they'll have no choice but to leave the business trips to me. I noticed the personal manager has been eyeing me lately. Hopefully that means I'm close to a promotion? Oh man, I'd do anything for a vacation.
Indeed.
You know, I've noticed there are more and more people walking around with their heads in their T-phones lately. I bet we're going to start seeing them all in all sorts of accidents soon. Maybe we should start a PSA about when you shouldn't be using T-phones. Oh, you will need those, don't worry about that. Okay, let's see what's on the bulletin board.
The Vanished Migrant Workers. My name is Conrad and I'm a mediator for foreign individuals. Recently, some migrant workers, primarily from an impoverished northern region, have gone missing in the capital. I worry that people will cast doubt on my line of work if this continues. If you're interested in hearing me out, I'll be waiting on the department store's rooftop. Mediator Conrad. Interesting. So he's over there? Yeah, oh, 2 people over there. Okay. Oh, where's your daughter? Oh, I hope, Mina's alright. I've been having her go alone to her classes lately. Every time I went to pick her up in the beginning, she'd cry and cling to me for hours, but she's been rather calm about it these past few days. It has me a little worried, honestly. I mean, why the sudden change? She's not just retreating into herself, is she? I just want to make sure she's adjusting well. Oh, she'll be fine. If only he'd give up on that idea of his. Elon's been immersed in his new business venture lately. Something about mobile payments. Oh! Okay. He's apparently already been in contact with everyone from software developers to financial institutions. It sounds like it'll be quite the complex system. I wonder if he'll have enough time to work for IOTA during development. Oh god. Ilham's departure would definitely be less than an ideal situation for us. I mean, we've only just managed to get a good process going. Ilham's development plans are what keep IOTA up and running. I hope he doesn't give it up all for his project. I heard about Ilham's latest business venture. Mobile payments using the T-phone. It sounds so futuristic. It's sure to make everything more convenient, but I can't help thinking getting all the banks to agree with will be a challenge in itself. I understand why Carlo's so worried now, but I want to root for Ilham too. Well, time for mobile banking. Oh god. Alright, it looks like the payment system's up and running. Now I should be able to send this to the bank with no issues. Wait, maybe I should just adjust the programming first? It seems like he's working on something. Probably has to do with one of his new businesses. Sounds like he's in his own little world though. Oh, my apologies. Are you ready to order? I've started a new venture project recently. It's a service for mobile payments. Everything's been moving along rather smoothly. I just have to make a few adjustments to the system on occasion. The entire process has been interesting beyond measure. Even thinking about it gets me excited. Although I suppose I should start paying more attention to what's in front of me. Yes? Excel Melon Smoothie. Cure stats down. A seasonal drink from IOTA with as much melon flavor as possible. Maximum melonage. A system that replaces physical Mira. As long as you have your T-phone on you, there's no need to carry a wallet around. If I actually manage to get this up and running, it's sure to be a success. But I need to remember to keep up with my work at IOTA too. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh hey, it's Ren. Alright, Ren. It's in your hands now. Of course. Let me see if any of my contacts are available. You two sure seem busy. Talking over festival business? Well, since Sasha's here, I assume it has something to do with the sports clubs. I kind of figured you would have already heard the news. You see, the vendor we used for the festival every year told us he wouldn't be able to get us the supplies we need in time. So not only do we have to find a new vendor, but we have to do it by the end of today. Otherwise, nothing will be ready for the festival. Yikes. Sounds like you're in a pretty tight spot. And with the festival only 1 month away. Huh. Makes sense that you'd come to Ren for help. Yeah, I'm probably going to be on Do Not Disturb mode for a while. Sorry not to help you guys out, but... Don't worry about it. Arkride Solutions can handle it from here. That's right. We'll do everything we can to bring them back. I'll be counting on you, Agnès. Aww. I should have this job finished by tonight. And that should give me a few hours to go over everything. Thanks for all your help, Ren. We'll let you get back to it. I worry you two are gonna run yourselves ragged someday. Just promise me you'll take some breathers, alright? Your body needs rest too. Thank you, Sasha. I'll be sure to.
Oh, awesome. What are you working on?
Alright, I think I'm almost done with this report for the seminar. The T-phones made all my source citing so easy. The Institute actually lets me submit assignments by mail, so I'll be living at home for a while yet. As soon as I finish. Okay, why is that breaking my head? As soon as I finish, I should prioritize writing my essay for the competition. Learning about other fields of research has really been quite thrilling.
Uh-huh.
In order to foster a diverse range of scholarship, the Basel Institute of Science holds an annual essay writing competition for everyone to join. The theme changes every year, but it usually focuses on issues that can be approached from a variety of fields. Thankfully, urban engineering, my field of study, overlaps with a fair number of others. I'm also more than familiar with its related disciplines. The knowledge I've gained academically, the practices I've encountered through personal interest, I'm hoping to put it all to good use. Perhaps I went a little too wild with my shopping.
Aha. Aha.
Oh, but the scenery from the observation deck was so magnificent. It's as if it put me into a trance.
Well, it being your 4th time here, I would have assumed the wonderment would have worn off by now. Honestly, mistress, to think you would even purchase clothing from those lowly fast fashion establishments.
Oh, come now. The merchandise may be a bit cheap, but the quality's still there, isn't it? They're perfect for lounging around in. But forget about that. Did you not have some fun as well, Markley? If I'm remembering correctly, you seemed rather intent on watching that one idol performance. And that's not to mention how many acerbic tomato products you bought at the Liberal boutique.
Well, you see, I may have been a little too taken in by such grand displays of foreign culture.
Oh, it's alright, Markley. Far be it from me to judge you for enjoying yourself. I'm simply glad you were able to find something that caught your interest.
Uh-huh. I suppose I must have left my guard down. I hope the master doesn't find out. Uh-huh.
It seems Markley's never stopped wearing his heart over his sleeve.
Wearing or wearing?
Well, I suppose we have been around the capital for a while now. It's hardly surprising he'd be taken in by its charms. Perhaps I should take the time to enjoy it all with him.
Yes. Oh, there's a gathering in here. Oh hey, the kid is here. I'm glad to see Lashkar doing better.
You know, after I confessed to everything, they sent me to the HQ over in Le Mans State.
Oh!
They had me under re-evaluation, just to make sure I was still worthy of becoming a bracer. But until those results come out, they've put some restrictions on me. Honestly, I'm a little ashamed about it all, but I understand the precautions. Plus, having Lashkar come by just to see me feels like a little reward in itself.
Oh, wholesome.
Sorry you guys had to deal with my mess. I've been doing better with the guild's help though. Well, anyway, these are some vegetables I got from work. Please take them. And make sure you tell Mr. Zin I said thanks to.
Oh. Lashkar came by again to apologize. He acts like it's a duty he needs to fulfill. At least the drug seems to have worn off. But feelings are a little more difficult to get rid of, huh? Both the good and the bad. Well, as long as Lashkar can find a good way of coping with them, I'm sure he won't have any more problems moving forward. Lashkar's always wanted to be a bracer. He even helped around the guild for a while. After what happened a couple of weeks ago, well, I'm just glad to see him back on his feet again. Hope we'll be seeing plenty more of him here at the guild from now on.
Probably. Anybody upstairs? Nope. Oh god, you two. Guess Guja just got her tickets for the Z1 finals tomorrow. I'm so stoked. I could have done it without you, Kopeka. Seriously, I'm so grateful. Of course. Anything to see all those sexy racers, right?
Ah?
You know, I've actually heard we'll be able to make net reservations for all kinds of things soon. Can you even imagine how convenient it'll be? Greta, you just have to get yourself a T-phone. Sounds almost too good to be true. You're right, I'll start saving up my Mira.
Uh-huh. Oh, no new conversation. Oh god, no, what's wrong? I'm beat. I never thought I'd have to travel so much just to find a job. Like yesterday, for example, to apply to only 2 companies, I traveled for 4 hours by bus and then walked for another 6. Does it usually take so long to get to places in Edith? Or maybe it's just me? No, that's just life in the search of a job, trust me.
I've been seeing Beth around quite often lately, but I have a feeling she's avoiding me. Maybe I spoke a little too harshly to her last year. Still, she seems awfully down lately, don't you think? Perhaps there's something I can do to help.
Maybe. Hi, ma'am.
Manager Vasley is out at the moment. He's busy investigating the Trion Mall. As I'm sure you can imagine, they're the reason for our drop in sales recently. You know, it's been quite some time since we started working with Ilum. Perhaps we'll be more successful in our opposition if we join forces.
Indeed.
Let me know if you need anything at all.
Nice. Soul Chef spare ribs.
Spare
ribs.
Please, come back anytime.
Hey, you're back. Hey everyone, it's been a while. Ever since that whole mess in Langport, right? I heard you went on a little vacation after. Yep, sure did. Can't say I feel any more rested for it though. But anyway, what have you been up to lately? You doing alright? I wonder... Nothing to be cryptic, dude. We're just asking about how you're feeling after that match we had. Well, I guess you could say it lifted a weight off my shoulder. After meeting Gao Lang and seeing just how much my sister's grown, it really helped put things in perspective for me. So honestly, I think the match was worth it. But you're still not convinced about going back to the Gekka school, right? Well, it's not completely out of the question. That being said, however, I don't intend on giving up on running my own pharmacy anytime soon. And who's to say, maybe I'll find some time to follow both paths eventually. Huh. Well, as long as you're happy in the end. Pharmacist, Gekka Master, the choice is all yours, bud.
What can I get for you today?
Energy bars. Uh-huh. A cereal bar that provides the extra nutrients regular diets often lack. Nice.
Please come back soon.
I've been talking to my family back in Langport recently. They told me something big was going down in Hayway. Kinda makes me wonder about what's going to happen with the Gekka school. Will it change with the times, or stay the same? Oh, there are these two. Should I change my weapon? Nah, then I'd have to start my training all over again.
Alvis, are you listening? We still have to get to our next request.
Thank you for
yeah, I heard you. Just give me a second, okay?
What could he possibly be thinking so hard about?
Oh, Elaine, I heard about what happened over at Nemeth Island.
The remnants of the DG cult and the fourth anguish of the society. Can't even imagine how crazy that must have been.
At least we managed to make it all work out in the end.
Although I'm sure that's not the last we'll see of them. Make sure you both remain on your guard.
Understood. We should be able to give you more of a hand next time.
You're putting the cart before the horse, don't you think? Well, anyway, we'll be sure to keep an eye out. Be safe, you two.
Nemeth Island? No, I'd only slow them down if I went. It's probably best that I focus on the job in front of me now. Anyway, be safe out there, Elaine. As for you guys, don't do anything crazy, alright? I could say the same to you. Hey, you're looking down on me, Spriggan! No, he isn't, you doofus.
Just how long does Alvis mean to keep me waiting? Anyway, I heard those two substitute Spriggans of yours went missing. I'll help look into it when I have the time, but I'm sure you'll find them soon, Elaine. Why don't we trade info later?
Sure.
Long time no see, Van. Enjoying the time with your assistants again. What about how you two got into it with ZA recently, and then you were caught up in some disturbance in Langport? By the way, where are your substitutes, brigands? I can't talk about the details right now, but we've been on the lookout for them. Got a feeling things might get rougher from here on out though. You'll probably be seeing us around more. Sure. As always, I'll have your weapons looking good as new. Still might not have been very long, but I really liked having Spin and Nadia around. Make sure you bring them back, alright? Of course. They're our friends after all.
Oh, everybody misses the two goobers.
It doesn't seem like very much has been going on lately, but to tell the truth, it kind of feels like the calm before the storm.
Considering that the PlayStation dashboard tells me I'm about 70% into the game right now with progression, with story progression that is.
Well, anyway, it's best to be prepared. Let me know if you need anything.
Sure.
If you need something custom made, I got you covered. Your attention, please.
Woof. Okay, give me a minute. Well, I suppose I should have expected this. We found that some of our customer base has taken to shopping at those new fashion stores. Of course, we offer a much wider variety to our guests, especially with our ability to procure items from other establishments. But perhaps I should have been more apprehensive of the Trier Mall from the start. Yeah, they're your competition now, buddy. Okay, you have new equipment as well. This one can...
This building, you will find a rest area.
Actually, no. I see a lot of very useful updates. Well, time to buy again. Alright.
Please stop by again.
I'm poor again.
Thank you for visiting the Western...
Did I pass some? Oh, you're here.
I will do better. I have a feeling this isn't going to be easy though. I mean, all I've been focused on is decking myself out so I could attract a husband. Well, regardless, if Margarita says I'm doing it wrong, then I'm doing it wrong.
Oh, look at that. Character growth.
I used to think Margarita was just like me, that she thought finding a wealthy husband was the key to a happy life. I was trying to figure out how she pulled it off, but I was wrong. She actually likes her husband far more than just his money. I completely misunderstood her, and to think I even tried putting what she taught me into practice.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Well, potential character growth. Oh, what the shit?
Wow, those guys are so cool.
Well, that's kind of nice. Very adorable. Vroom, 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 vroom. What are you guys doing? Oh, it's the Racer Squad.
Wow, they really pumped up the they really pumped up about these things. I guess these kids must really be into cars, huh? Hope they don't get into racing in the future. I want them to be as poor as we are.
Alrighty. Orbital radio control, that's so cool. How much do you think these things go for, Graham? Wanna split the cost with me?
Aren't you broke, Downey?
Look at how smooth they drive. I thought they were just toys at first, but now I want one. Just you watch. I'm gonna save up all my Mira and buy every model. Oh god. Wasn't cars already too expensive?
Orbital RC cars didn't exist back when we were kids, but now there are all kinds of competitions for them. It's been kind of a fascination of ours lately. Don't want to step on the kids' fun though. We should probably just watch for now.
Oh, more?
Now that I think about it, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Well, I'm sure it'll come back to me later.
Another someone who is forgetting shit?
I can't believe Western department stores holding an event like this. They really pulled out all the stops too. I'm so excited.
Just try not to cause a scene, alright?
Yeah, I'll leave the spotlight to the kids for now. I'll stop by cause I saw a sign for it. Seems like a lot of fun. Once all the kids get tired of it, me and Graham are gonna take a turn.
Maybe we should be a little less shameless about it, Jennifer? Nah, go for it. Alright, side quest, excuse me. You the Conrad that posted a request? We're from Arkride Solutions. Oh yes, you really do look dependable. It's just as the rumor said.
Wait, isn't that guy... I'm assuming you're the one who recommended our services?
Mm-hmm. You're the editor-in-chief of that one gossip rag. We met sometime last year, didn't we? Gotta say though, you picked an awfully lively place for our meetup this time. Would suppose there's a reason for that. I see you're as quick on the uptick as ever, Arkride. Having a loud crowd around us makes it harder for people to eavesdrop. Anyway, you'll hear out his request. There we go. You'll hear out his request, won't you? It sounds like it'll be right up your alley.
If I remember correctly, you often act as a go-between for immigrants dealing with special circumstances, right? I'm not so sure about this one, guys. Migrant workers tend to get caught up in a lot of not-so-honest work. They get a bad rap for a reason.
Believe me, I understand the reputation they have better than anyone else. But there can be a lot of red tape in their paperwork. If they want to feed their families, most have no choice but to resort to criminal means. People like that are who make up a majority of my client base. Migrants unable to obtain proper work visas.
In other words, migrants who have no legal right to work in this country. I've seen firsthand the problems immigrants can face. It's not pleasant.
Well, if they're Eastern, you can't beat Heyo will take care of them. You can bet Heyo will take care of them. But I guess the others don't really got a lot of options. Exactly. So my job is to introduce those people to someone who can provide them work. And I get a finder's fee from the employer. And maybe it's not my place to say, but I believe that's a better outcome than them starving in the streets while they wait for their papers. Well, when you put it that way. I understand why you're apprehensive. I'm sure you know plenty of people like him who use their job to exploit foreigners. It's just, well, Conrad here knows where to draw the line. Though I suppose he has sent a few people to handle some seriously dreadful menial labor. Trust me when I say he neither introduced them to illegal work nor takes cuts of their pay. Well, I guess that's as much assurance as we can get. Go ahead and give us the details then. I'm guessing it's not something to do with these missing workers we've been hearing about. Yes, you see, after contacting me about how the work isn't for them, they'll go missing altogether. It's been a pretty big topic of concern in my line of work, though nobody's been able to make heads or tails of it. Honestly, if this keeps up, I'm worried suspicion will start to fall on both me and my colleagues. Yeah, you're right. You'd be suspect number one in no time. So what? You want us to figure out what's going on so they don't start pinning the disappearances on you guys? If you could, yes. Does that sound like something you could do? Sure. A lot of gray area points, apparently. Alright. Seems like a pretty cut and dry issue. Plus, we can't exactly say no to a referral from an editor-in-chief. From the editor-in-chief.
Yeah, I'm also pretty worried about the safety of these workers.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so relieved. I just can't get a good night's sleep knowing what could happen to those people. And here I thought you were more worried about saving your own ass. Well, I've been doing this work for a while. You hear some pretty grueling stories about the lives immigrants lead. You would have to have a heart of stone not to sympathize with them. Well, if that's how you feel, maybe I don't have as many reservations about this job as I thought.
I agree. If the lives of those migrant workers truly are in jeopardy, I have no issue in taking on this request. Do you mind going over the details once more?
I can't thank you enough. I've been a bit hesitant to consult the police or the bracers, so this is a huge weight off my shoulders. Well, looks like things are finally going your way, Conrad. I'm glad I was here to introduce you all. Anyhow, I'm a busy man, so I'll be heading off now. Feel free to decide what to do amongst yourselves. That guy is a real piece of work. I'm sure we'll be just fine without him. More importantly, why don't you fill us in on some of the specifics?
I heard something about the ones disappearing being migrants from the north of Zemuria.
That's right. They're the ones who have gone missing more frequently. Easterners and Central Easterners haven't seemed to be affected at all, however.
Huh. Even white foreigners come here for work?
For a second, I was thinking I was misreading the word, but yeah, she said white workers. Alright. White foreigners, rather.
They do, yes. After all, there's a fair number of undeveloped regions in the north. Along with those from North Ambria, the Republic also receives immigrants from the outlying areas around the Free Cities as well.
Yeah, I used to hear all sorts of stories about the tribes up there. It's strange that they've been made a target, though. We're gonna need to do some digging, particularly into the workers' backgrounds. I'm glad you share my concern. However, I believe it's best if we leave the rest to you. I'll be in the area for a while, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
So, what do you want us to do first? We don't exactly have much to go on.
I was about to say, we got nothing outside of that that migrant workers are disappearing. And it's mostly Northerners. We need to find people who are familiar with not only migrant workers, but specifically those from North Zemuria. Now that I think about it, I've heard that one subcontracting factory employs loads of them. Bet we could probably talk some of their business partners into spilling a few dirty secrets.
Exactly. The workers themselves would likely be on guard if we were to ask directly. Investigating their periphery is definitely the better strategy.
Alright then, let's hit up Bradley's first. Given all the parts he has to order, I'm sure he's got some connections with people in subcontracting. Not only that, but he's the kind to pay attention to the small stuff. He might just have some pretty good leads.
What do you think we should ask about the migrants? Gabriella used to work with the Northern Jaegers, right? Maybe she'll know something.
Nah, her roots run a little too deep in the underworld. We should try talking to some of the more lawful immigrant population first.
In that case, we should focus on places where people from the north are most likely to gather. Come to think of it, aren't the people who run Old Town's bathhouse from Revifaria?
That's a good one. Nice job, Agnès. It's usually pretty easy to miss something right under your nose.
Well, it was more of an epiphany than anything. That being said, I think they became naturalized citizens quite a while ago. Do you think they still know what's going on in the migrant community?
I think it's worth a shot. After all, Northern folk take their solace pretty seriously. Even if they don't have direct connections anymore, it's likely that Laguna still serves as a central hub.
Then, I suppose it's settled. We'll be heading to Bradley Maintenance and the Laguna Bathhouse.
Commencing mission.
Let's see what he has to say. So, you want to know about the people my suppliers employ, huh? Well, I'm gonna imagine they use their fair share of migrant workers. Have they ever talked to you about them? Figured you would have known more. I mean, they don't exactly fill me in on all the details, but I guess I have been hearing some strange things about them lately. Things that have gotten me concerned. Don't know if it's what you are looking for, but I can share with you if you like.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Bradley.
Did something happen? Right, well, where should I start? Apparently a bunch of migrant workers at one of the factories just up and quit recently. All over a few days too. I thought it was some sort of strike at first, but it doesn't seem like that was the case. There's been no contact from the workers since.
That is certainly worrisome. Were there any warning signs?
From what I've been told, management had no idea any of it would happen until it all went down. The ones who left were known to be pretty serious workers too. None of them showed any dissatisfaction with their jobs at all. But regardless, they all got up around the same time and called it quits. I think they said something to the likes of, "This job doesn't suit me," or "I deserve better." It's pretty strange they all gave the same reason for leaving. Not to mention how these were the last people you'd expected from. It sounds like this was instigated by someone. Any word about possible third parties? Well, I wouldn't say I'm that informed, but I heard a little something about those workers being seen talking to someone on the outside. I see. Whoever that someone is must have had quite the influence on them. But quitting so suddenly, what were they planning on doing after they left? The factory was worried about the same thing. They even asked if they had any other jobs lined up. I guess the workers seemed pretty confident that things would work out. Maybe the person they were confident in gave them some sort of grand opportunity. Well, anyway, that's about all I know at the moment. I should mention, though, everything I heard was just complaints from my suppliers.
No worries. You've been a great help.
Yeah, you've really given us a lot to think about.
Okay.
Got a question for you.
Alright, how about you guys?
You want to know about immigrants from North Zemuria? You're right, we do see our fair share around here. Our family's from Riviferia, but we share our culture with people all over the north. In particular, we got lots of North Embrian migrants who like to stop by. They usually come in to talk to my grandma and grandpa about all their problems. I think maybe it's the workers complaining about their day.
Bingo. Still, picking up on stuff like that is pretty impressive. Tell me, have you heard anything strange lately about those workers you mentioned?
Well, I guess it's not really new, but there's been some talk about them being dissatisfied with the way they're being treated. Dissatisfied with the way they're being treated? Are they being discriminated against? I think it's a little different. I mean, even though they're immigrants, they still look like pretty much everyone else in Calvard, right? Compared to other immigrants, the ones from up north don't really stand out that much.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, please no. Is it that asshole? Is it that speaker guy? That guy whose name I don't want to say because it sounds way too similar to mine? Oh god, no, please.
That's true. Even immigrant advocate movements tend to focus on those from the East or Central East. I'm sure it's because physiological differences are more easily identifiable. But if that idea starts making the rounds, it's not hard to imagine why Northern immigrants would be treated less favorably. And it's hard to grant sympathy for them when they look just like the majority of Calvard's population.
So they feel like they're being left out, is that it? Even though they're dealing with similar problems, it's hard for them to gain the same amount of sympathy. I can see how that might make you feel a bit trapped. Wouldn't be surprised if someone was able to use that to their advantage.
Yeah, but I haven't heard a thing about anyone being swindled.
So, she got to you already, huh? I might just have some useful gossip for you all. Oh? You've heard something?
You better not be pulling their tail.
Well, it's only something that came down the grapevine. There's been talk of someone who can pull foreign workers from the mirror of their jobs. Interesting. Can you tell us more? You see, I've been looking into investment trends for social welfare services recently. While I was doing some research, I heard something about a non-profit organization that struck me as a tad peculiar.
An NPO?
Yes, it was only recently created too. They say they're a group that provides employment support to immigrant groups. It appears they've been luring in immigrants who already have jobs with promises of both better pay and working conditions. All it takes is one question. Are you really happy with where you're at right now?
That's remarkably similar to what we heard over at Bradley's place.
Yeah, it seems there's a good chance that someone they're consulting with is that NPO. They don't seem to be finding new jobs for the ones that quit either. In my opinion, it's all rather irresponsible of them. The least they could do is help them get back on their feet.
I agree. No matter how preposterous the Republic is now, preposterous? Prosperous the Republic is now, there is no guarantee that they'll be able to find another stable income so easily. Especially for those that don't have a valid work visa. It sounds like they're just increasing the number of unemployed immigrants. Why would they do that? They can't be profiting from it somehow, right?
Oh, they could. Oh, they could.
Might be too late to ask this now, but what is an MPO? I've heard of an NGO before. Of course, to give a simple explanation, NGO stands for non-government organization. On the other hand, MPO stands for non-profit organization. Both are independent from their nations and are operating to better social welfare. In general, the ones that are restricted to specific fields and act on a local level are MPOs. Those who act on the international level and cover multiple pursuits are referred to as NGOs.
Learning about politics and shit.
I see. I think I get it now. But if that's true, then this MPO isn't making anything better at all.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to do some more research into this organization. Thanks for all your help, guys.
You're welcome. I hope you figured out.
Come on, there's no need for thanks. Just join me for our next game of Mahjong and I'll consider it even. No. Okay, so we got a lot more information than we thought we would. Why don't we find a place where we can sort through it all?
Shall we head back to Station Street? That way we can update Conrad on the situation as well. And with all the people in that area, it's possible we'll be able to pick up some extra info along the way. I think it might also be a good time to inform the guild of any developments.
Right, let's get going then. Alright, as it stands now, I think we have a pretty basic idea of what went down. A bit hazy on a few of the details though. Let's just start by putting everything in order. The base assumption is that the ones going missing are primarily those from the north of Zemuria. They're also all immigrants that don't have work visas. They quit their jobs all within the same time frame, but vanished immediately after. And the one who told them to quit was from an MPO. But the question is why? What could possibly stand to gain from getting migrants to quit?
It's also worrying that those who left seem to have cut off all communications. We definitely still have a lot of questions about the whole thing. If only we had something more conclusive. Why don't we just go to the source of the problem then? Let's find this MPO person and make them tell us what's going on.
The problem with that is we don't actually know which MPO they're part of. Huck didn't give us any solid information.
Oh, Agnès, is this that part-time job you were talking about? Who is this? Oh, Toa! Oh, Miss Toa? Other than Agnès and Elaine, I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting you all. I'm Toa Herschel, one of the temporary teachers at Aramis. I also work to assist ICO, the International Cooperative Organization. It's nice to meet you. Are you Agnès' teacher? Toa Herschel is also the chief instructor at the branch campus of Thor's Military Academy. I've heard she's quite the central figure there. Not only did she manage to engage its current students, but its alumni as well. Well, I don't think I'm worth that much fanfare.
Yes, you are.
On the other hand, I've heard more than my fair share of stories about Mr. Arkride. I must admit, I've been looking forward to making your acquaintance.
It's just as much of an honor to meet the rumored genius of Thor's. I'm told you've got your hands in all sorts of places.
Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to work together sometime.
Yes, please. Yeah, I'm sure we will. You know, actually, there are a few things we're struggling to understand at the moment. Think you could lend us a hand?
Miss Toa is associated with an NGO. Would you happen to know anything about the NPOs currently operating in the Republic? What, are you having a problem with one of them? Please tell me everything you know.
Immediately into work mode, the group began to apprise Toa of the details of their current job and what they had learned about the suspicious MPO. However, her response was outside of their expectations.
I had no idea it was something you were investigating.
Oh.
The NGO is currently associated The NGO I'm currently associated with does its work to support area-level MPOs. The one I'm looking into at the moment hasn't been as forthcoming about the results of their activities. Naturally, there's been a bit of suspicion. Given the timing, I can't deny the possibility that it might just be connected to the one you all heard about. Also, I believe their stated intentions are to aid the employment of foreigners with special circumstances.
Well, I can't say for sure that they're the same organization, but it seems like our most likely lead at the moment.
I agree, but would you mind allowing me to accompany you in your investigations? This could be exactly what I need for a breakthrough in my case. I won't hesitate to give you my full cooperation. And even if it isn't, it's still related to an issue with an MPO. It's my duty to follow up on it. You mean you'll help us? That would be great.
Yeah, I would have been satisfied with a few useful tidbits, but having you with us will be way more efficient, even if I do end up owning you one. I look forward to working with you.
Yes, I think our odds will be much better with her along.
Well, now that we've welcomed you aboard, do you think you could share any of your more recent findings? Maybe it'll help us figure out our next steps.
Actually, I do have something. I have a friend who's been looking into this group as well. I've been waiting for them to contact me with whatever they found. And speak of the devil.
A friend?
Hello? Sorry about all the extra tasks. Did you find anything useful? This friend of hers, I get a feeling they're not a member of the ICO.
Outside the NGO, her friends would be... Never mind. There's no sense in worrying about it right now. But I wonder who you're suspecting.
Yes, actually I found another group that was looking into a suspicious MPO. It seems to be for a separate incident, however. From what I've heard so far, I'm pretty sure the MPO we're looking into is one and the same. Anyway, you said there was movement over in the Central Marsh. I'll head over now and check it out. Sorry to keep you waiting. I managed to find something after all. As mentioned, we're almost confident that the MPO I've been looking into and the one from your case are the same organization. Their official name is the Association for Better Migrant Working Conditions. I think they're not only misappropriating funds, but they may also be involved in the disappearance of migrant workers. I can't believe it. Miss Toa.
Regardless, it looks like we know what we need to do. You said something about there being movement over in Center Marsh, right?
Then we should hurry. If we're quick enough, we might be able to catch them in the act.
Off to Center Marsh. Following that van and the rest made their way to Center Marsh. Oh, is it auto-advancing me over here? Oh, it is. Those are some big boxes, buddy. Oh?
Do you think that's the person we're looking for?
Let's catch them before we lose trail. Fair can play good cop and I'll play bad cop. Uh-huh.
No, we can't. He might just be an innocent bystander.
Yeah, if you approach the wrong person, it could alert the guy we're actually after. We're running out of time, though. As soon as we get some confirmation, we'll make a move. I see. The person just now said he was from the Association for Better Migrant Working Conditions, right? Yeah, I'm not from Calvard, so he was asking if I was unhappy with my job. He said that in order to find more quality work, I should quit as soon as I can so that we could talk about other opportunities. If I'm being honest though, I'm much more interested in having a stable income. I turned him down.
Van?
Yeah, he's gotta be our guy. The name, his methods, there's no room for doubt. He kind of gone far. Let's follow him.
Yes. We need to put a stop to this.
There he is.
The street doesn't seem to be as crowded as the others. Do you think he's going to meet someone?
This might be our chance to find who's behind all of this. Let's try and keep out of sight. Oh god, do I need to follow him? Oh fuck, I do. Follow the suspicious man. Yeah. Uh-huh. He be sneaky. He be looking at stuff. Okay, that was it.
I believe the gate leads to the old sewer system.
All that sneaking must mean they've got a secret meeting going on.
Well, it's definitely not the kind of place the employee of an MPO would drop by.
The alley's pretty narrow. If we all try to cram ourselves in there, we'd be caught in no time. Mind giving us a hand, Katre?
Oh, I see. Sure, Vio should have no issues getting in. They'll be able to survey the scene for us. Vio, don't let them see you, but transmit everything in your surroundings, okay? Understood. Pursuing target in stealth mode, sending visuals and sound to Katre's Saifa.
Who the shit is this guy? And how was today's harvest? Not as good as we hoped. They seem pretty content with where they were. I'm planning on going back to the construction areas in the suburbs. Had better luck over there. Well, I guess we do already have enough for the first camp. For the first camp? We shouldn't get too greedy. Anyway, delivery is right after this. You'll be there, right? After all the trouble I went through, I'll be sure to see them off. Besides, I wanted to ask the people up top who the client was. It's probably better if you keep your questions to yourself. Anyway, I'm heading down to the subway to find some runaways that fit the bill. Well, if something comes up, just give me a holler.
Did I hear that right?
Yeah, this seems to be more dangerous than we thought.
We absolutely cannot allow them to get away with this. And all under the guise of trying to help. It's just too cruel. We have to do something. The target is leaving.
It sounded like he was heading to their gathering place. Alright, let's get after him.
Yes, we should hurry.
Oh god, more following? Once again, follow the suspicious man? Oh my god. Yes, thank you again, Mano. They really like this. They really like this minigame, didn't they? There we go. And he's away. He's using a car. Looks like he's headed to the suburbs.
I was able to take down his license plate number. However, even if we manage to find a car, it's unlikely we'll be able to catch up to him.
No.
Maybe my friends will know his destination. Can I have a minute? Hey, you mentioned something about movement in the suburbs earlier.
Who is she talking to? I really wonder.
A bus that was transporting people. That has to be them. You saw it somewhere along Highway 8. Highway 8? That means that man was headed in the same direction.
Then that's our next stop.
Sorry this was so sudden, but I appreciate the info. We'll look into it on our end. Don't worry about the rest.
Good luck. Give us a call if you need anything else. Uh-huh.
Alright, it looks like we've managed to figure it out.
Didn't think we end up relying on your friends again so soon. Let's go see what these criminals have got cooking.
We'll put a stop to whatever they're planning.
Mm-hmm. They're being very sneaky. I wonder if they're gonna say at the end of the quest who that sneaky person is. Also, I see her there, but she's just a companion. She's nowhere in the list, sadly. That would have been funny. Anyway, Highway 8, here we go. Oh, this isn't what we agreed to. You said you get a better job for us. Where were you even taking us to? As I said, I'm taking you to a new employer. It's just as we agreed. Besides, it's not like you were able to find anything better in the meantime, were you? Damn you! I should have never listened to your crap. Who the fuck are these guys? Huh? You have no right to refuse. You're coming with us, whether you like it or not. You're all living outside the law, don't you see? Just stay quiet and do as you're told. I see you finally decided to show your true colors. Sorry, but the Dollar family won't be getting away with this one. Oh, it's the Dollar family, okay.
How dare you take advantage of these people? We're putting an end to this.
There's Theo.
You target people looking for help, just to do something like this?
And just so you know, we've been recording this entire time. I'm sure there's enough for a quick conviction too. Thanks for scouting ahead, Theo. Oh, how did you find us? Arkride Solutions? Aren't you the ones who landed us in hot water last year? Glad to hear we left such a good impression on you folks. But I'm gonna explain what we do with scum like you now, do I? Because we don't exactly bring out the tea and cookies. You're recruiters for the Dollar family, right? Pretty bold of you, setting foot in a trade even the Lai family won't touch. You assholes must be so proud.
All slave traders are the same. The only way to deal with them is to beat them senseless.
Damn, Fairy. Fairy has a point there.
Proceeding with area lockdown. All bystanders, please retreat to a safe distance.
Towa with her gun.
Don't worry about the people on the bus. I'll make sure nobody gets past.
Damn. Here's a new pistol. You think you can look down on us? You're not going anywhere. It'll make you regret sticking your nose where it didn't belong. Maybe I got you on your knees. Maybe if you get on your knees and beg, we'll consider going easy on you.
Let's see what you're made of.
If you don't last 5 seconds here, I'm gonna be absolutely... Actually, I'll put it this way. If you last longer than 5 seconds, I'll be actually impressed.
Over here! All for you!
We'll win!
Get them!
Engaging skill. Wings! Guide me! Knight of Asteria!
Boost gauge upgraded.
No way!
Delete it. And if you're looking for someone to blame, take it up with your leaders. Alright, now let's get them tied up. Bullet. Damn it. They ruined everything. If I can't win, at least make sure they lose.
Ding again.
Damn, Towa! Damn, Towa! Ugh, how did you...
Let's just say I have a lot of experience under my belt.
Definitely.
Besides, there's no way I was about to let you go after all the harm you caused.
What? You really thought we forgot about you? You must be the king of wishful thinking. Yeah, no dice, man. You've got a hell of a lot to answer for, and you better not skimp on any details either. Fine, I surrender. After that, a man pretending to be part of an MPO was thoroughly interrogated. The Dollar family's foray into slave trade was indeed a decision agreed upon by their higher-ups. However, the shell company that was used as a front for the MPO was originally meant to receive illegal grant money. As for the reason they seemed to be targeting people from the north, the culprit had no idea. It was deemed to be knowledge above his pay grade. Huh. Oh hey, Cody. Thanks for handing them over to us. We've had our eye on the Dollar family's activities for quite a while now. Well, I'm glad we could at least put one of their schemes to bed. Anyway, is it really okay for us to speak to the victims right now? Don't get me wrong, I'm only giving you a few minutes. And if you do have connections to Kincaid, just try to stay out of trouble from now on, alright? Okay, I'll try to keep my head down. Excuse me? Agent Hubert? Yes, we were able to apprehend all of the Mafia's collaborators. We still need to confirm with the 2nd External Affairs Division if it's related to the prior incident. From what we've learned so far, it seems that their client... Yeah, given the demographic of the victims, I have no doubt that it's related. We'll have to do investigations into their backgrounds. Is something wrong, Agent Hubert? It's nothing for you to worry about. Anyway, I'll handle the follow-up. The Integrated Analysis Division should come to a decision once they receive all remaining details. We'll talk more then. Hubert. Well, as it stands, it sounds like we'll be formally taking charge of this investigation. We've appreciated your cooperation thus far, but seriously, keep your hands to yourselves from now on, okay? Yeah, no need to tell me twice.
Well, I suppose since we found all the missing immigrants, we can consider this job a case closed. Yes, I agree. However, I'm a bit worried that we're unaware as to why they were targeting migrants from the north of Zemuria. Their clan was in need of people within that demographic. As for what reason, I really don't know. Yeah, it didn't really seem like the guy was lying about that part either. Come to think of it, the guy from the CID said they were still worried about that particular clan of the dollar families.
Yep, this is gonna have a follow-up. A demand for people from the poorest walks of life. It's not hard to imagine what they plan to do with them.
Yes, but we don't have proof of any further intentions they may have. We'd have to do a more thorough investigation.
Well, that can wait for now. I think we should worry about getting these people back home first. Yep. After taking a quick count of the people on the bus, Van and the others escorted them back to the capital. Upon arrival, the group went to report back to Conrad on the outcome of the job. So, at the end of the day, it was the Dollar family behind it all. We're not completely sure why they had such specific targets, but we did manage to bring everyone back safely. Thank goodness, I'm glad I asked for your help after all. I must say I'm surprised this was a scheme by the Mafia though. How could they be so cruel?
I'm worried the victims will have a hard time recovering from the trauma. Yes, that is a valid concern. As migrants without valid work visas, they have very little protection under the law. They were manipulated out of their chance for stability. Even if they were to report their damages to the police, they might just end up being arrested and deported. The guild should have no issue with taking them in form of humanitarian sanctuary. But I suppose, considering their unlawful status, there would be a limit to how much they could do if officials were to intervene.
You'll probably have to dismantle all the laws from the past century to get anything done. Man, this sucks. How do you want to deal with this, Chief? Well... who should aid the migrant workers? The Guild and the ICO or Conrad? I would say Conrad. I would prefer to leave this up to you, Conrad.
Van?
Well, I suppose this is part of my job. You just want me to place them all back into stable positions, right? I don't mean to sound so unsure, but is this really how you want to handle things? I get the feeling you're someone who actually cares about these people. Plus, you got the editor-in-chief watching for you, right? That sounds like a good guy in my book.
Honestly, I'm not so sure about this.
Yeah, it kinda sounds like you're leaving it to chance. Look, these people must have some pretty good reason for taking the risk to come and work in the Republic. And Conrad's done all this before, hasn't he? He knows his way around both the police and immigration. He'll get the job in no time. Wait, what? He'll get them jobs in no time. Isn't that right? Yes, I'll take full responsibility and help them onto their feet once more. I'll admit I do have my fair share of connections. it should be fairly simple to secure decent jobs for all of them again. As a member of the guild, this isn't something I can officially condone. Are you sure this is the choice you want to make, man? Yeah, the spriggan's gonna be steadfast in their decisions, you know. I think this is the best way to deal with the situation. Besides, it's not like I plan to leave it up to this guy alone. I don't trust him that much. If he goes back on his promise, I'll make sure he pays for it. Alright, I suppose we'll see how it all plays out. Naturally, if anything happens, the guild will have no choice but to intervene. Just so you're aware. Anyway, thank you for all your help. The workers were saved and I don't have to keep looking over my shoulder. I'll deposit the money into your accounts as soon as I can. Works for me. If you ever need help with anything else, just let us know. I have to make sure I give my thanks to Cunning again too. Well, I guess I'll be heading off now. I need to gather the crew and discuss our steps going forward. Nope.
I think it's about time I am on my way as well. I'm sure we'll have plenty to discuss at the next ICO meeting. We'll probably have to do a bunch of research too. Thank you so much for your help, Miss Sova. We wouldn't have been able to solve this case without you.
Yeah, I heard you were good, but you really pulled out all the stops. I might even come to you for help on our future jobs.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Farewell, Agnès. Good luck with everything.
Goodbye, Towa. We're done here, right? This whole thing left a pretty bad taste in my mouth. There's a few things I'm still worried about personally, but we can at least rest assured that the victims will be taken care of. I think you can go ahead and call this a case closed. We should keep this whole situation in mind for the future though.
Yeah, if those villains ever show their faces again, I'll tear them a new one.
I'm sure the guild will have to raise their alerts after hearing about all this. If this is just a hint of what's going on in the underground, we might want to deal with the situation before it devolves even further.
I'm worried that something like this will happen again. Ren and Tova seem to have their suspicions on who the mastermind is, though. What the CID said about certain demographics being targeted, maybe.
Okay. She also has a suspicion. Oh!
Alright, tell me what you learned in our main investigation.
I still haven't been able to find any details about their plan. Young man's voice. Okay. Okay. However, it does seem like there's a chance they mean to take action soon. I assume that's why the CID has been on the defense again this second generation recently.
So that's how they're connected. I'll continue to investigate on my end. Depending on what it entails, I might have to get help from Angie and George.
Oh.
And the incident that Reen was worried about could also be a part of this.
Oh. Regardless, the ball's in your court now. We need to find out exactly what's going on. Oh, wait, could this be Crow? Don't answer that, by the way, if it doesn't say. As those who delve with the shadows in the Empire, you might even say it's our duty.
Right. This isn't about the Republic or the Empire. It's about the future. Let's give our best going forward, Crow.
Yes! I was right! Ah! Yes! Okay.
That's a wrap.
Okay. Crow is in the country, huh? Okay. Interesting.
Reward deposited.
Ooh, double chaos points. Nice. Oh, that actually progressed chaos. Oh shit, Crow is somewhere around. That is exciting. Ha. But I think this is where... Oh, wait. He's here. He's now here at NPC, huh? To think they'd be in my hands again. Honestly, I can't say I saw this coming. Still, at least they're safe. As it's not like I can leave them hanging. I promise I'll get them proper jobs as soon as I can. It's my duty after all. Ah, okay. Didn't think he's gonna be an NPC now here on the street. But yeah, anyhow, I think this is where we're gonna call it for this part. Yeah, Edith is gonna be a big place. For now, at least we got like 3 parts of the city down, more side quests to go next time, and more main quests as well to go next time. Oh, this place is gonna take. But anyhow, I will also be probably in between this and the next part gonna go back into Mehengaten and pick up the crystals that I didn't want to bother today during the recording throughout the 3 districts that we went through. And yeah, gonna grind out a bit through Mehengaten, see about getting more quartz so I can actually unlock the slots on everybody, and potentially also update everybody's shit as much as possible. But yeah, anyhow, that'll be for next time. For now, thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed. I know these parts are gonna be pretty slow going forward a bit, considering, well, Edith is a place where people apparently run into you. Excuse me, ma'am. But yeah, anyhow, it's gonna be a bit slow for the next couple of parts until we actually get through Edith again and get the main story cooking. But it will go and it will progress. Oh yeah, also, I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but I remember the comment from the previous episode said that this chapter, this act, is specifically the act that people are so like torn about on the game. When it comes to like writing, pacing, and stuff like that, so I'm gonna keep my eye out to see what that means. I'm presuming it has to do with main story. Again, do not tell me that it is or not. I'm just presuming, because I only remember people saying that they are kind of torn about the whole like mid-ish section of the game, that it kind of goes in a weird way, and that the pacing is kind of also all over the place and kind of weird as well. And people are kind of torn about it, about the whole thing being good or bad in a sense. But yeah, I'm gonna let this slowly cook and see how it develops. Katar found a new friend, and well, you're gonna hear my opinions. I'm not someone who is gonna shy away from saying if something is bothering me. I mean, like I think it was in the previous part, literally, where I was kind of like slightly complaining about the whole pacing on the island with the massive going back and forth when it came to the main objective and getting not bad ends essentially. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here in the city and how the pacing is, and yeah, if there's something to complain about, I'll definitely do so. Apparently, I'm stacking people right now. Well. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, it would help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and of course, if you want to support me more directly, memberships are open. Thank you very much to all the members already doing so, you are helping out a lot. And yeah. Hope you all have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next part. Until then, bye-bye.